Now, next up, we're in New York to mark the 170th anniversary of one of the world's most famous piano makers.
New York is known for its rich musical culture, from its legendary jazz and piano bars to all the live performances. Over the years, it's been a major draw to the Big Apple.
And there's one instrument that's synonymous with New York City, and that's...
Well, what instrument is that?
The Steinway Piano. Do you agree?
I do.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, so he'd know. That's Jay Leonhart, a famed musician who's played with many of the greats across his remarkable career.
My first real professional gig was for Judy Garland, believe it or not.
No way.
In 1963 or 64.
But that's not all.
Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Mel Torme, Peggy Lee,
oh my gosh.
Sting.
What do you think makes a Steinway piano so iconic?
Well, we all think that it's because it's handmade. We play all the other pianos and they play nicely, but nothing sounds like a Steinway.
This year marks Steinway's 170th anniversary. Today it's regarded as one of the big four piano makers. And I've come to take a peek inside its massive factory here in Queens, in New York.
This factory has been in operation for over 150 years. And the processes that they created all those years ago were so perfect and so ahead of their time that they still use many of the same techniques today. What's going on here? What are you up to here?
I'm key weighing.
Key weighing.
Key weighing, balancing the keys. Well, without the weights, you cannot play. The keys are too heavy, which will give you carpal tunnel. Now, you have 88 keys. Every key is like me and you. Everyone is different. None are the same. So this tells me how much weight that it wants. I have to find the right position, you see? Then I have to check for return. Then I mark.
A piano can be big and bold, and it can be the daintiest little instrument to boot. And my goal is to just make this piano as even and pleasing sounding. Ever since I came here, I thought this was the job that I was meant to do, because I love the piano so much, and I love music. Who could ask for anything more?
Before the pandemic, there was up to a year-long waiting list to visit the factory. Tours have stopped for now, but there are plans to bring it back, so stay tuned.
So I'm a fifth-generation Steinway. My great-grandfather ran the company, and my great-great-grandfather founded the company. It was a classic immigration story. There were more opportunities here. He wasn't a rich man. He wasn't a poor man. He was a tradesman, and his trade was piano making.
If ever there was a case study for the great American dream, Miles's family could be it.
In fact, my double-great-grandfather never learned English, didn't have to. He lived in a German-speaking milieu. He also was illiterate, never learned to read or write. Didn't have to because he knew how to use a hammer and a chisel. As the city grew, the Steinways grew along with it, and the company grew along with it.
But through the years, the spirit of opportunity has remained.
It's a true New York story, and it's a very New York place. You know, we have people coming from all over the world to work here. About approximately 75% immigrant workforce. You know, there's a little bit of magic here, but I think even more important than the magic is what creates that magic. And it's the fact that you have all these people with these skills that have learned them for many decades. And if you were to move somewhere, unless you're able to bring all those people with you, you lose that magic.
I'm rarely short of a reason to come visit New York, but here's another. Sitting here now, it's become more than just music. I feel like I'm listening to a slice of history, of people arriving with a dream to make something really special.